From the heart of Wayne County, this is Wayne Goldsboro Television, Goldsboro, North Carolina.
It's Tuesday. It's May 31st, 2016. This is Wayne Goldsboro Television. I'm Wayne Alley.
And I'm Pat Garner.
And it's the last day of the month, Pat.
It is.
Say bye-bye to May and welcome to June. Yeah, tomorrow, the first day of hurricane season.
It is.
Oh, boy. What do?
You prepare.
You prepare. That's exactly right. That's exactly right. You know, we heard from the Family Y, and the Family Y has got a deal going on for those interested, and this will not be for everyone, but it is a swim, bike, run event that's coming up June 25th.
That's correct.
Swim, bike, run. It's a triathlon. Now, we mention it now, June 25th, because you can go ahead and start registering for this now and start working up to it. A swim, bike, run. It's very popular. I got some friends. C.C. Wilkins is one who participates in these things, and it's very popular in this area. Swim, bike, and run. It's you swim a great distance, and then you bike a great distance, and then you run till you fall and a great distance and all that.
Sounds
Call the Goldsboro
interesting.
Family Y, 778-8557, 919-778-8557. Is that the right number?
Sure.
Works for
I
me.
really don't know.
That's it, 919-778-8557 at the Goldsboro Family Y. June 25th, the date on that, but go ahead and get registered now. Okay? And what do you have?
Goldsboro Parks and Recs has a lot going on. On June 4th, they have Cruise the Noose.
Oh,
Cruise the Noose.
yeah, that's where you ride a canoe.
A canoe. They have two spots, a 10 o'clock spot and a 1 o'clock, but the 10 o'clock spot is already full.
Really?
Yes. So
missed
you
out.
are able to register for the 1 o'clock.
1 o'clock only.
Yes.
And that's, you know where they put in?
They will put in at Cherry Hospital. Cherry Hospital.
Yeah, Cherry Hospital, okay.
Yes.
All right.
And they will come out at Whiskey Dick's.
At Whiskey Dick's down on 117 is where you exit.
Yes. And it's $15 for an adult and $12.50 for children.
Okay. That's great. All right.
Yeah.
Cruise the Noose. Take your canoe. I wonder if they have canoes.
They provide the canoes
They
and
provide
the kayaks.
canoes. Unless you have your own, then you could take your own, I imagine. I would think.
Wow.
Anyway, they provide canoes and kayaks.
Yes.
And if you want to know more about that, you can call the Parks and Recreation Department, Goldsboro Parks and Rec. In fact, you can go online to get information, GoldsboroParksandRec.com. Spell out and. GoldsboroParksandRec.com. And there's all kinds of information on there about Cruising the Noose. That's coming up on June 4th?
June 4th.
June 4th, okay.
Yes.
Anything else from Parks and Rec?
On June the 11th, they have yoga in the park.
Oh boy, yoga.
And
I
that
remember him. Yoga Berra. He was one of the greats for the Yankees. I remember him
think
well.
it's Yoga
What a guy.
And it is a free event at Herman Park at 9 o'clock.
Yoga in the park.
Yes.
Do you yoga?
No.
I don't either. Anyway,
No yoga.
a lot of people do though. I mean, it's supposed to be, relaxing and calming and soothing and all that stuff, and healthy as well.
They do have a lot more going on, but you can go to Goldsboro Parks and Recs.
GoldsboroParksandRec.com.
Yes.
There you go.
And also on the Wayne County Government Facebook page, you can also find all their events.
And that's at WayneGov.com.
Yes.
WayneGov.com. WayneGov.com. There you go.
Wayne County Government on Facebook. Not our county website,
oh.
on our Facebook page.
Oh, I misunderstood you. Okay, so we're looking at WayneGov.com, where you will link up to our Facebook page by clicking on the icon, the Facebook icon in the upper right-hand corner.
There you go.
Okay, I feel better now. Well, let's see now. This is the 31st of the month, and oh boy,
What's going on?
well, there's a lot of stuff going on. A lot of stuff going on. Got a blood drive coming up on the 9th. This is for Wayne County employees. Wayne County employees blood drive is Thursday. That's June 9th. That's next Thursday, next week. Starts at 10, goes till 2:30, and it is at the Red Cross office at 600 North George Street. You want to know more about this, you want to go ahead and make an appointment, you can do it two ways. You can call them at 919-735-7201, 919-735-7201, or you can go online to redcrossblood.org. And by doing so, you simply put in your zip code, find the blood drive to which you wish to attend, and then you can make your appointment right there. That's how you do it. All right. And we appreciate that. And remember, every time you give blood, you're saving 3 lives. And you don't have to pay a dime for that. It's free. Let me tell you the good part, another good part about that is you get kind of a mini health checkup there while you're there. They check your blood pressure, check your blood, your iron in your blood, and you answer all kinds of good questions about that. And it's a little checkup to make sure you're okay. Okay? That works. Mm-hmm. Let's see. Aha. What else do we have here? Got the Center Street Jam rocking and rolling. This is this Thursday. Spare Change will be the band at. That's day after tomorrow, isn't it?
Yes.
Spare Change at the Center Street Jam, rocking and rolling. Oh boy, and that's always a great event. Beginning a month from tomorrow, July 1, if you are late in getting a renewal for your license tag for your vehicle, you could be fined. You could be fined if you don't get your license tag until after the date it's due. You could be fined up to $25. Now you have if it's less than a month, you're only going to be fined $15. If it's between a month and 2 months, it's $20. And if you go over 2 months in renewing your license tag on your vehicle, it's $25. That's interesting. Vehicle owners must pay their annual registration fee renewals by the expiration date or face a late fee. That's what it says. If you're paying by mail, the registration fee is considered to be made on the date shown on the postmark stamped in the post by the post office. If the mail fee is not postmarked to show the date of mailing, the payment is considered to be made on the date they receive the payment. So, if you take this post office, make sure they put the date on there that you mail it. If you wait till the last day, make sure they put that postmark on there. Otherwise, you could be in line for a good fine, fee, whatever. There you go. All right, coming up, we've got our program, and then we'll be back with more on Wayne Goldsboro Television, including our trivia question for today. Today we're at the Cooperative Extension Office in the 4-H office, and we're here talking with Mr. Wallace Simmons. Hey, man.
Hey, how you doing this morning?
Man, I'm doing great. Good to see you, Wallace.
Good to see you, too.
What do you do for Cooperative Extension?
I'm the 4-H agent here in Wayne County.
You are the man.
Yes, sir.
The 4-H man.
Yes, sir.
Wallace Simmons is the man. Okay, so tell me, what is 4-H? What does it mean?
4-H is a youth development program through the Cooperative Extension Service. Mm-hmm. We get a lot of our curriculum through NC State University, and it's provided to us, and it's research-based information from NC State University, and we deliver it out into the county through the Cooperative Extension Service and to the youth through the 4-H agent and the people in the 4-H program here in the county.
Okay, now 4-H has been around a long time.
It started in 1902 in Ohio, and here in North Carolina it started in 1908. Wow. And somewhere in Wayne County, somewhere around 1917 is what I understand, but I don't know for sure about that date.
That's all right. That's 99 years, isn't it?
That's a long time.
Long time, yeah. So it's been here a while, and it is a proven program.
It is.
So the H's, what do the H's stand for?
Well, actually, the 4-H's today stand for Head, Heart, Hands, and Health. There used to be 3 H's in the early years, Head, Heart, and Hands, and then they added Hustle in around the 1930s and 40s, but then they changed that over a little later on to Health, and it fits well with all the programs that we do.
So was it originally a 3-H?
Well, it was actually always been a 4-H, but we had the 3 H's. So as 4-H is just what it was called. I'm not sure what the which one.
It had to be another H. How?
How
to?
How?
Okay.
Exactly.
All right. Now, what is the mission? There has to be a mission that drives this organization.
Well, our mission basically is to get educational information from the university system out into the community through the youth.
Now, NC State and AT&T are in this area particularly known for agricultural endeavors and drives that, but there are other as well.
Exactly.
What are the others?
Well, there's several others. I mean, we started off primarily as canning and corn clubs for the boys, canning clubs for the girls, and it's changed a lot. Matter of fact, small percentage of our program today is our farming aspect or our livestock. However, it's an integral part of it and part of the backbone. So we hold that dear and true to our hearts. But we also have several other things. I mean, we have everything from robotics to computer technology, small engines, public speaking primarily. We do a lot of community service. We have a lot of clubs out in our county focused on a lot of different stuff. So we have a lot of stuff to offer the young people in the county.
Certainly keeping up with the 21st century. I'll tell you that, particularly in the area of robotics. You have an amazing robotics program.
We do.
Tell me about that.
Well, we started about 6 years ago with in the First Robotics League, and you can actually look that up if you look up First Robotics and see what's going on in that. But basically, our young people are learning STEM, science, technology, and information, where they're actually going out and building a robot and going to state, regional competitions, and they've done really
quite well. Yes, they have
done really well. And I think we've done some programs earlier about those, but they have really done a good job. This year they won 2 or 3 design awards for the robots, so they've really done well.
You know, you continue to hear news stories from across the country about how robotics have replaced people, how robotics seem to be a better create or manufacture a better product. They seem to be more accurate in their welds. They seem to be more accurate in putting together parts. It's just and where I'm going with that is the fact that if it's a young person watching this, doesn't know where he's going yet, robotics is one way to certainly consider, because, man, that is a field that's wide open right now.
Exactly, and even though it's replacing jobs out there with some of the robots, the people building and manufacturing the robots themselves are having a shift. So the young people need to be shifting, and then what 4-H does is shifts with the times we're teaching robotics.
It will replace jobs, but those jobs that are being replaced
with the building.
With the building, that's
exactly
right. So it's just you're just moving people. You're just shifting to the side, moving to.
Or keeping up with the times.
It's a lateral move. That's right, keeping up with the times. Okay, so besides robotics, what else are we looking at from 4-H?
Well, we do. We have a whole host of things that we offer. Of course, our clubs, and we are always looking for volunteers to come and they can get in contact with us here at the Extension office, contact with me or the program assistant or anybody here. It's under the Cooperative Extension Services, how we're listed. But this summer, we have summer programs that we're offering all throughout the summer. That's a low-cost alternative to sitting around watching TV for young people.
Boring.
Yes, they can. And there's several field trips that we have, several things, classes that are usually 6 hours long. And not only our field trips, but we have everything from archery to a robotics program.
Wow.
We have a mechanics program, several different cooking classes, learning about healthy lifestyles and healthy eating. And we're also doing some farm tours for those young people who live in the cities who'd like to get out and see what's going on the farm. So we have a host of different things. Actually, we have 33 different camps
Wow.
So
Oh, that's great.
a lot of different things for young people to do, all different ages. We have brochures that they can drop by here at the extension office and pick up one and fill it out. And actually, it's cheaper than babysitting. So parents, they could be happy about that because we're a nonprofit and we're not looking to make a profit off of these camps. And actually, a lot of times, the young people will get more stuff coming back out of the camp than the parents put in as dollars to fund the program, because we're looking at getting young people involved and doing things, living healthy lifestyles, and learning some of the new things like robotics.
Exactly. And I tell you that public speaking camp is really interesting because I have seen these young people who have entered that at the beginning. They're kind of in their shell. They're a little bit shy and they don't know how to address a crowd. But man, by the end of the camp, they're all fired up.
Yes, and just our program in public speaking as a whole is very large. We're doing really well. We've had 20 young people just get back from District Activity Day, where they're competing from the county and the district level, and 8 of those are going on to the state level to compete. So they'll be doing that at State 4-H Congress coming up this summer. So we have a program that's built, it's designed for the young people to learn and grow all the way to become productive citizens in the community.
I'll tell you, I have seen and heard many times, and I'm sure everyone has, about how a successful business person or a successful person representing us in Washington, or someone who is extremely well known in the business world, began as a child in the 4-H and continued in 4-H and just became a very successful person with those roots, those ground roots, starting at the very beginning to build this character, and it is a character builder.
Yes, sir.
And teaches children how to be successful in life.
Exactly, and that's what we're looking for, is just develop young people and develop them into mature and caring adults that will give back to the community and become, like I said a while ago, a productive citizen in the community or wherever they're going. And oftentimes it's our political people who have those public speaking abilities that they've gained through 4-H and other programs, of course, but 4-H is in addition to the schoolwork and the things that they're doing. And I hear oftentimes from teachers that our young people who go through our public speaking program are some of the best public speakers they have in their classroom. Right. So we know that it works.
It does. I'm not surprised to hear that either. So if anyone is interested in knowing more about 4-H, is there a website, or how do they contact you? Or
they can contact me, or they can contact the office here. Our number is, of course, 919-731-1527. They can call us. They can get a brochure. They can drop by and see me. We're located at 208 West Chestnut Street, so they can come here and look over the programs. They can take a camp brochure that I have.
Ah, we have a camp brochure.
Exactly. They can take that with them, and they can, if you can focus in on that, you may be able to see.
Yeah, we got that.
But you can call us, get a hold of us in a lot of different ways, and we have several things to offer young people. So any way they like to.
919-731-1527.
Yes, sir. And or 1521 gets the main office.
Right.
1527 gets the 4-H office here.
All right. Now, I would certainly hope, we've got the big Maxwell Agriculture and Convention Center that's planned, and they're hoping to break ground on that in June, June or early July. And if that's the case, you guys are going to end up out there, aren't you?
Yes, sir. And hopefully that, and I know that will bring a lot of people into the county, but it'll also provide a place for our young people to learn those skills that they need to be successful citizens.
Indeed.
So we're looking forward to that. And we're so thankful for all the sponsors that help with that.
Yes.
It really means a lot, but it also shows the success that 4-H and the other parts of Extension have had in the past here in Wayne County. So we have that type of support, but we also have the quality program that can secure that kind of support. So we appreciate that.
Excellent. Wallace Simmons is the 4-H agent for the County of Wayne at the Cooperative Extension Service, and thank you.
Thank you very much.
All right, buddy.
Have a good day.
We're back on Wayne Goldsboro Television. Thank you for being there. And again, I do this about every day now. I remind you that this show will be on again at noon, then again at 5:30 p.m. Monday through Friday, we're on the air. and we appreciate. I run into a lot of people who say, you know, I watch you on TV, and I do enjoy your program, and you just don't know how good that makes me feel. I really appreciate that. I do appreciate that so much. Thank you for being there. Yeah, we try. We have a lot of fun, I'll tell you that. You having fun?
Yes, ma'am.
I'm having fun. And when Kate's here, she's having fun. And when she's not here, she's still having fun, right?
Somewhere.
Somewhere. Kate's a busy person. Kate Daniels is the president of the local Wayne County Chamber of Commerce. She's always got something going on. So she's not here every single day, but when she is here, she's having fun. Our trivia question today, right? Oh, we did. Oh, yeah, that's a good one. That's a good one, too. Yeah. Oh, boy. No. No. Here's a good one.
Inventors.
The category is inventors. I almost don't even want to ask this one. Everybody knows this one. I guess, almost. Okay, let's do this. What is the most, and he had a lot of inventions. Al Bell, born in Canada. Al Bell. Okay. Alexander Graham Bell did not invent the graham cracker. But, that was another Graham. But Alexander Graham Bell is credited with his most famous invention, which was what? Alexander Graham Bell invented his most famous invention was what? And I'll tell you why he did it. His wife was deaf, and so was his mother. That's what started all that. That's what started him thinking, well, I've got to do something. And he did. And he invented something that's everybody knows about, everybody uses, especially nowadays.
How in... Okay, I'll just wait.
I'll wait. I'll tell you.
I'll just wait.
Just hang on there. All right, that's the trivia question for today, and I'll give you the answer in the next segment. Okay? Excellent. We'll go to our next segment right now, okay? Our guest today in the studio, of course, Crime Stoppers Coordinator Paige Learnard. Hey.
Good morning.
Great to have you with us.
Thank you.
I want to talk to you about a couple of things. Before we'll talk about the crime of the week.
Right.
But when we're through with that, I want to talk to you about Crime Stoppers.
Okay.
Just get some general information because it's been a while since we talked about that.
Okay.
And talk about things. All right?
All right.
First, tell us about the crime of the week. What's going on?
Well, I want to talk about a shooting, and it happened on May 8th.
Yeah.
Happened about 7:30 at night.
Okay.
And basically what happened was we had a 24-year-old victim who was sitting in his car parked in like the 400 block of North Carolina Street, which is an area we tend to have a little bit of problems in. And he did not see who did the shooting, but somebody started shooting at his vehicle. He was not shot, thankfully, but they did fire rounds into the car that he was sitting in. And so we are hoping that somebody in that vicinity saw something, heard something, knows something, like I say a lot. And obviously, you know, it's still daylight. This is a heavily trafficked area, busy, you know. So we feel pretty sure that, you know, we've got witnesses out there that maybe they have not come forward. And, you know, with me, they can come forward anonymously.
That's
so
right.
Maybe they'll feel more comfortable to call the tip line or text the tip line and give us some information about this incident.
And I've heard you say many times that they don't have to have what they may think may be just an insignificant piece of information may be actually what breaks the case.
Right. You know, a lot of times they just assume that we have all the pieces to the puzzle, and, you know, a lot of times we need that fifth piece to the puzzle to kind of tie it up. So the investigators want to hear from them.
Okay. All right, so if you know anything at all about the shooting of this shooting took place on Carolina Street.
Right, 400 block of North Carolina.
Of North Carolina, 400 block of North Carolina. And the date on that again?
May 8th.
May 8th. And the time of day again?
About 7:35 in the evening.
And that's just before sundown, so it was light.
Right.
So if you have any information at all, if you just maybe have seen something, or you may have just suspected something.
Right.
then that information is needed by Sergeant Learnard at the Goldsboro Police Department and Crime Stoppers.
Right.
So Crime Stoppers number is 919-735-2255. You see it crawling at the bottom of the screen right there. And you can text at 919-222.
4230.
That's what I was going to say. 4230, 222-4230. And is this a crime that would be entitled to a reward?
Yes. Yeah.
And the rewards offered by Crime Stoppers are for crimes for information that's given. And if there's an arrest from that information, then you could be entitled to a reward.
That's right.
All right, and 919-735-2255 or 919-222-4230, 222-4230 for Crime Stoppers. I wanted to ask you about this. Now, Crime Stoppers has been around a long time, and you have an amazing record of catching guys.
Yeah.
And what's amazing to me is that there are still people who do not understand that they can call and give you this information, and you still have no idea who they are.
Right. Right.
Totally anonymous.
That's right.
Now, I want to talk about the money, too. Where does the money come from to pay all these rewards? Because you can pay up to $1,000 for information.
Right.
Where does that money come from?
Well, Crime Stoppers is a nonprofit organization.
Right.
And a lot of people are confused. They think it's a Goldsboro Police Department function. It's not. It's a program that is generated for all of Wayne County. So when I receive information, it could be for something happening in Mount Olive, Pikeville, Fremont, Goldsboro, Princeton. Sometimes I have to shoot it to different agencies around the area because everybody does not have a Crime Stoppers program. So it's a nonprofit. It's run by a board of about 18 members. Those members are volunteers from the community, and several of them are business owners. And that's their passion. And so basically what it is, there's a director by the name of Rick Sutton, and he's a retired officer. His office is actually in the Chamber of Commerce. Each month we meet with this board, and that board, it is their responsibility to raise funds for the Crime Stoppers. And so those are total private donations. So each year, there's two big events. We have two annual fundraisers. We have a new one we're doing. This is the second year of that one, but we always do a reverse drawing, which is held, and that'll be coming up in a couple months. And now we have a new annual fundraiser, which is a gospel sing and comedy night. Last year was our first time for doing that event. This year we're doing the same event, but we're changing it up a little bit, and this is in tribute to Judge Finan. For many of those that know Judge Finan, he was a strong supporter of Crime Stoppers and on the board. And fortunately, last year when we did this first annual fundraiser, he was already aware of it and already supporting it. Unfortunately, when he passed. So with the permission of his family, we've dedicated it to Judge Finan. So this will be our second year. Board's really excited. So basically, when they come on as board members, it's their responsibility to keep the funds raised, to keep new things innovated, things going as far as raising the money from the community. So it's 100% private donations, and it's monitored by them. It's not monitored by the Sheriff's Department. The monies aren't monitored by the Police Department. And basically, I'm the liaison. Although I'm a police officer for Goldsboro Police Department, I'm the coordinator that answers the phones and forwards the tips, and I'm the one that actually pays the callers.
So while law enforcement agencies in Wayne County, whether it's the Sheriff's Office, whether it's the Police Department, whether it's Fremont Police or Mount Olive Police, your jurisdiction is the county, and you're kind of an umbrella for all these organizations.
Exactly.
And I want to stress the point that this money is by donation. There's no tax dollars involved here.
Right.
No tax dollars. This is totally separate from the Police Department, Sheriff's Department, all these others.
Right.
You provide information that helps catch the bad guys.
Right.
And this information comes from listeners and viewers and people who are familiar with this. Now, you have some people who do quite well with this, some people who live in that environment.
Right.
And they know things, and they get information, and they call you, and they do quite well.
Right. Well, we need the people that live in that environment.
Exactly.
We need them, and I do have a lot of frequent callers that watch the wanted list, that pay attention to these shootings, that pay attention to these scams that are going on, because they know if it's a felony, that it's something I'll give them cash for.
Right.
So as soon as we make an arrest, I can pay them a cash reward. And some programs and some other entities out there require to be a conviction, and so that's not true with Crime Stoppers. It's just as soon as that arrest is made, as long as it's a felony and it's in Wayne County, it's a Wayne County case, I can pay them a cash reward.
All right. So the number again, if you want to know more about Crime Stoppers, you can text 919-222-4230.
Right.
And if you have a tip to offer, you can call 919-735-2255. And that's only for tips now, right?
Yeah.
That's only for tips. If you need to know more about the workings of the police department, the sheriff's department, anybody else, call those respective departments.
Right.
They have office numbers. But for Crime
Lots
Stoppers,
of them.
lots of them, 735-2255. And our guest is Sergeant Paige Learnard, coordinator of Crime Stoppers. And I thank you very much.
Thank you.
All right.
Today we're at the Senior Center here in Goldsboro, the Peggy M. Seeger Senior Center. We're talking with Paula Edwards, director here at the Senior Center. How are you doing?
I'm doing great, Wayne. How are you?
I'm excited to be here.
Oh, I'm excited to be here
I'll
too.
tell you what, the Senior Center, this Senior Center is the finest in the state. It's
I
got to
agree.
be.
I
It's got to be the best because it's to me it's still new, and to me it's one of any senior can just do anything. There's so much to do here, and they say so busy here doing things and trying things, new things, exercising and playing games, and there's even a pool table here.
Oh, yes.
Just all kinds of stuff.
Absolutely. I think I counted, we have over 43 scheduled activities a week, not counting our special events and things like that, like today with our Lunch with the Cop.
Right.
That's extra. So, yes, we have a lot going on. We're happening, we're hip,
You got exercise programs, you got everything going on.
Yes,
Look who's here.
yes.
All right, and we're going to talk to you in just a minute. Come on over. I'll tell you what. That's
said, okay, come on.
That's all right. Come on
Yes.
over.
Yes, thank
All
you.
right, very good. All right, so I want to, okay, you knew about the Lunch with the Cop,
Oh,
right?
that I did know. I was very aware of that
okay.
and excited about that when they approached me and like to meet with the seniors. It's a great opportunity for the seniors to voice any concerns they have, safety issues at home or in their community, and also to just get to know those that protect and serve and build a relationship with them. So we're very excited to have this today.
All right, Paula, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Paige Learnard from Crime Stoppers is here. She's also a Goldsboro PD, Goldsboro cop. How you doing?
I'm doing great.
And we're here for lunch.
Yes,
right?
we are.
This is Lunch with a Cop.
Right.
All right, now what does the police department see in this opportunity?
Well, I think it's definitely, an opportunity to reach out to the community. And the biggest thing is there's not really a mission with today. It's just we want to sit down, we want to eat with them, we want to talk with them, we want to hear their concerns. We just want them to get to know us. A lot of times people are meeting us just on a negative tone. And we're trying to, kind of put that out of the picture, give it a positive tone. So we're, it's not really a mission today. It's kind of like when we do Coffee with the Cops too. We decided to come here as a large community, and we have a great time when we come here.
So you're trying to tell me that cops are people too?
Yeah, we actually are nice people.
As you know.
And we like to eat too.
Yeah, there you go.
Right.
So this is just made
right.
perfect. Okay.
That's right.
So how many participants in the Goldsboro Police Department are going to be here today?
We have several officers coming in. We have several more patrol officers that'll be here shortly. You've got crime prevention officers here. You have got probably a good 6 or 7 at least right now coming in. So, and it gives them a chance to meet. They always meet us, and we definitely know this gentleman.
Yeah.
And then it gives them a chance to meet patrol officers.
Right.
Give them, the guys that are riding around the car. They don't ever get to stop and just kind of relax.
That's right.
So today we're giving them an hour to relax and get to know people in the community.
Okay. Now, how often does the police department do this?
We are doing this quarterly, so 4 times a year. This is a new thing. So this is our second time around. We've got 2 more times throughout the year, and we're excited about those times too.
That is just great.
So we
All
get
right,
to
Sergeant
meet
Paige Learnard, thank you.
Volunteers like
Andrew?
Right, right. We have a good
Hey,
time
Andrew.
with him.
How you doing, man?
I'm all right, man.
Andrew's time.
Yeah, that's right. Let me talk to you just a minute. What do you do here besides eat?
I make coffee.
You make, you make coffee.
Yeah.
You stay pretty busy. I've seen you work out here.
Yeah, I stay
All
pretty
right.
busy.
All right. How long you been here with the senior center, or with the senior center?
A long time.
Long time.
Yeah,
All right.
I was with them to the old building.
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah. And I've been making coffee ever since.
Have you?
Yeah.
Making coffee ever since.
Yeah.
All right. How's that grandbaby doing?
They doing fine.
All right. Andrew, it's good to see you, buddy.
Good to see you
Take
too.
care.
Okay.
All right. Marissa Davis, Corporal with the Goldsboro Police Department. Now, how long have you been involved with this kind of effort?
Well, this is actually, we started this in February.
Okay.
I was able to reach out with Miss Edwards to see if we could come here and have lunch with the cop.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we love our seniors. They're a big part of our community, and it was just an opportunity. She opened the door, let us in, and we're just enjoying.
Oh, that's fantastic. All right. How long have you been with the PD?
23 years.
You think you're going to stick with it?
Yes, I'm kind of in there now.
I think you are,
I just want to continue to serve our community, and 30 years of service is an awesome thing, and I look forward to 30 years.
You're going to go to 30 years?
Yes, sir.
My goodness. Well, you're still a very young person, so so are you going to retire after 30?
I don't know. I am a community service type person.
I know you
love
are.
to serve people.
I know you are.
So I don't know what the future holds, but I'm sure it'll be something that I will be providing a service.
You might end up here at the senior center helping people out here.
Yes, absolutely.
Well, that would be wonderful. Marissa, thank you so much for speaking with us.
You're welcome.
Corporal Marissa Davis of the Goldsboro Police Department. And that's what's happening here at the senior center. Lunch with a cop going on right now today. They do it 4 times a year. And I understand from Paula Edwards, she told me just a little while ago that the next time they have lunch with a cop here, they're going to include some of the sheriff's officers as well. So that's it from the senior center. I'm Wayne Alley.
We are back on Wayne Goldsboro Television. Thank you for being there. We appreciate you. Yeah, 5 days a week, Monday through Friday. We're right here, and we hope you're right there. We do. Trivia question for today. I asked a question a little while ago. The trivia question category is inventors. And the question was, Alexander Graham Bell is credited with what famous invention? His most famous. He invented several things. But what was his most famous? It was not the hearing aid. It was...
But before you give the answer, explain why.
Well, I have to give the answer.
And then
Okay, I'll explain why. His wife was deaf, and his mother was deaf. That's what started the whole thing. He was trying to create a way to improve their hearing with something that could be used to help them hear. Because up until he invented his thing, and shortly after that, the only thing people had that they could hear with to improve their hearing was one of these big old funnel things that you stuck up to your ear so you could hear. If you make a funnel out of paper and you put it to your ear, it enhances your hearing. You do. It does.
Okay.
So that's all they had. So what did he do? He said, well, I've got to be able to do something here. And I can do this. I'm just going to work with a way to create a better way to enhance people's hearing. And while he was in the laboratory, there was an accident. He spilled something on his work. And that's when he said, Mr. Watson, come here, I want you. He needed help cleaning that mess up. But here's the amazing part of that. The amazing part is that Mr. Watson actually heard him through the device in another room. And from there, he said, aha, we'll take this and run with it. Okay, I'll start a phone company. We'll put booths on every corner. You know, and Superman has to have somewhere to change, right? No, that's another story. Never mind that. But anyway, the telephone was the answer to today's trivia question.
Okay.
And that's that. Okay. Thursday evening, 7th Street Jam, 6 p.m., John Street parking lot. Oh, boy. Coming up on June 13th, 7 o'clock at the Wayne County Museum, Mr. David Wheel himself will present a program on notorious murders in Wayne County. It's similar to the program offered by Sherwood Williford here a few weeks back on May 19th when he offered a program similar. But this is a different story told by David Wheel. Okay, let's see what else we have here to talk about because we're almost out of time.
Don't forget the Animal Adoption and Education Center has, from now until they give us further notice, all black dogs and cats are half price. So they are
Exactly
$25.
right. $25. You can get a pet for $25. You know the price is normally $50. Is $50 fee to adopt any dog or cat at the Wayne County Animal Adoption and Education Center. But for a limited time, like you say,
Yes,
you can adopt a black dog or a black cat for only $25.
that's it.
Easy to do. Even if you rent, you can adopt an animal at the Animal Adoption and Education Center. Now, here's a caveat. They'll need the name of your
Renter.
your renter, your landlord, so that they can verify that pets are okay, because the last thing they want is for a pet to be adopted and then to bring him back. That's the last thing anybody wants. But they will need the name, and you'll have to fill out an application. But it's so easy and it's so simple. And the first thing you know, you've got a new member of your family. How about that? And you're saving a dog or a cat and giving a forever home to a four-legged buddy. There you go. Let's wrap it up, okay? This is Tuesday, and welcome back after a 3-day weekend. And I do hope yesterday you observed Memorial Day for what it really means. I do hope you did. Anyway, we're moving on from here. Tomorrow, brand new month. We'll be back tomorrow here on Wayne Goldsboro Television. Hope you have a great afternoon, a great evening. If you happen to be going anywhere, please drive carefully and always wear your seatbelt. Think about your family. So until tomorrow, I'm Wayne Alley.
And I'm Pat Garner.
And this is Wayne Goldsboro Television.